Alright, what's up guys? This is Blade here. Uh, since I haven't released a tutorial video for BloSsOm yet, I want to take this time to give you guys some tips and tricks on BloSsOm. So without further ado, let's get into the bad boy, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so BloSsOm is a healer, and she got Spades, she got EX3, like, or healing. I think she's like, I think she's the second best healer in the game, pretty much, in my opinion. I think the first, like the very top, is Paloma. I mean, no, not Paloma. Fuck Paloma. Uh, I think it's Pearl, and then BloSsOm, and then who else? Sirius, and then the rest of those guys. Uh, when I'm ranking them on like, can they like sustain themselves in a situation where like they don't have their allies around? Like, how long can they sustain themselves? Like Pearl can sustain herself for like an insane amount of time. Like usually pros are like the last type of people to like die in like in a team fight. So she's like the very top, and then I put BloSsOm there because BloSsOm got a purple tree, and purple tree is like it's broken pretty much. And then we have people like Cereals and stuff like that. Cereals, Cyrus, or whatever you call them. All right, so I'm gonna position this camera properly, and we enter the match here. As you guys can see, I'm playing BloSsOm, and let me see if I can try to show you guys proper view. Alright, so my allies are not around me here, right? You see, I'm not panicking, I'm not like chasing them, I'm not wasting my space to chase after them, because if I do that, like I'm putting myself in risks. If I get like, if they turn on me, like that would be an instant death right there. So instead of me chasing my allies, I look on the upper right, I mean on the upper left, and I look at our hit points, and I know they are pretty healthy, so I don't have to chase them. As you guys can see here, both sides have two healers, so yeah, there's nothing really to worry about here. So when you're playing a healer, is like, this is something like, I would say like 90% of battle royale players don't notice or don't do in a match. Try to look on the upper left and like look at your allies hit point whenever you're trying to make your decision, because sometimes like you might be like chasing after your allies when to heal them when they actually have like above average hit point in the overall like in the overall match, like perspective or whatever. So instead of you like chasing them like freaking out and stuff like that, if you look up and you like saw that hit point, it'll be easier for you to make a better decision. So that's something like I'll say 90% of battle rap players don't do. So as you guys can see here, the BloSsOm decided to challenge me when I actually stay back here. I did some M1s and stuff, M0s and up, and I got my energy, and she trying to 1v1 me here, and I have my ultimate, and she don't have a ghost, so I'm just gonna ult her, take a decent percentage of her hit point, and she tried to stun me here. I'm ghosting her back into the corner there. As you guys can see, there's a same amount of hit point here, but the coolest thing about it is that like they are playing all right, we got Torn and we got Alicia here doing both of them at DPS going against Paloma and Rook. Paloma needs to hit her ally in order to heal them. So while Paloma is like hitting Rook to heal him, Torn is doing damage to Paloma, and Alicia is doing damage to Rook. So in that 2v2, it's like one person is not doing damage back, while like both people on my team are doing damage towards them. So that's how we're able to get those kills up there. In the meantime here, the BloSsOm is trying to 1v1 me to prove that she's a better player than I am. But it doesn't matter because like I can survive, and I'm just keeping her busy until all her allies dies pretty much. I got my purple tree there, and she just realized, but it was too late. Whatever on this. turn this music in the background off. Alright, round two, guys. Now, this is a higher level gameplay here. Most of these guys are like Diamond and Grand Champion and Champion and stuff. So we should be expecting them to like adapt to their experience from round one. So let's see how that goes. And I'm still messing up this camera thing. 3, 2, 1, fight. Alright, match starts. I'm a little bit AFK here. Alright, get back into the fight. Start healing my allies. Torrent's gonna go in there, get some pulls in. Right off the bat, I made Paloma use her other side. BloSsOm already used her space. Now you see right here, we're in a very decent position right now. And as you guys can see, Alicia is not like spacing in their back line. She don't have to go that far. She's a ranged character. She don't have to go that far like to do damage. So she's playing safe. I've seen a lot of Alicia players that play super aggro, like they want to be right in your face in order to like feel satisfied that they are doing damage to. I don't know. I don't really understand those sort of players, but anyways, this guy here is a pretty decent player as you guys can see because he know that he's a ranged character. He don't have to like waste his abilities in order to do damage, and he's just playing as he should, which is pretty decent. And this is like what I try to like explain in most of my videos. And this is one of like my pet peeve pretty much when I see like Alicia players doing these stuff like hopping into the enemy space, into the enemy base or whatever. It really pisses me off. But yes, you guys can see here, it's a pretty decent play, and it's an eye candy pretty much to just watch this. We're doing damage here. As you guys can see, I'm all the way in the back here. When the orbs spawn, I know these guys are a little bit healthy, so I can I relinquish the my duty of like healing them constantly to actually focus on the orb for a little bit. When I get the orb, I'm gonna come back though and start helping them. Able to get that orb, giving some energy to my allies here. Torn is still in the back line. He's pretty healthy, so I don't have to worry about him. And here I want to pressure the Paloma, so the Paloma can go to the Rook and start healing him, which release pressure from me, and now I can focus on healing my allies. While she does damage to both of them. We're able to get that Rook down, just so that they don't get this orb. I'm gonna go stay away and then focus it. And Torn is doing some nasty damage here. BloSsOm is stuck in the corner. She's gonna go down too. So both of these matches, you don't like at the start of the matches, you don't see us right next to the to our melee player. You see us behind our melee player, pretty much like trying to support him in a sense. And like past that, like I don't know, Diamond. Actually, like the state of this game right now, I really can't defend any rank because like you'll see like GC guys will make like bronze mistake pretty much. So I'm not gonna say like past Diamond, like you'll see player playing a proper position and proper formation and stuff like that. So, but the overall goal here is to learn how to play a range healer, and the overall stuff that I'm trying to explain is that positioning is very crucial when you are playing a range character, especially a range healer. All right, round 3 here. We're gonna see if they actually adapt it to our strategy or something. Let's see what they can pull off here. 3, 2, and 1, and off we go. So you guys can see here, Alicia's a little bit too far off, and see that mistake she made there? Rook just charged in, and she just wasted her space there. Now these guys, I don't know, like this as an angle guy, he talks a lot of like he like talking trash to people, but he's actually not that good. He's ranked high though, so he's plays against people who are like really better than him pretty much, and he likes to talk crap even though like he get carry most of his matches. Anyways, if he was a good player, he would have actually like noticed what happened here. Um, and if they were like all confident and stuff, they would have actually been up here and they would have like punished us because Alicia just wasted her space because she was right next to the Torm. So you guys can see like sometimes like not everybody is able to make like the perfect decision. Like sometimes higher elo guys do make mistakes and stuff. And I'm showing you guys the mistake, like the side effect of making mistakes. Like if you are entering the match right next to the melee character, as if you are melee, you're gonna end up losing. I mean, using your space too early. And if this here was like a match where like all of these guys knew what they were doing and all of these guys were like eager to win this match, like we would have actually lost this round. But these guys, I think they lost confidence like right after they lost 2 rounds to us. So all right, Torn gonna pressure that rook, and he's gonna change target onto I think onto the Poloman there. Poloman moved away, and as you guys can see here, there was a 3v2. Alicia spaced away, but when I noticed that, and I noticed that we don't have Torn here to like Q first, I used my EX3, mitigating like most of the damage pretty much. We're able to steal that orb. I put a stun down, EX3 coming down when I noticed that EX coming from the BloSsOm there, and I'm healing Torn and Alicia. As you guys can see here, there's like a decent triangle. There was a triangle right there. Let me actually skip that a little bit. All right, there's a little bit of triangle here, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like you want to be in a position where you can see your allies and the enemies, and you want to be in a safe position where you can heal without like tunneling pretty much. All right, so I'm helping my allies here. I noticed Torn is gonna be okay, so I focus on BloSsOm. Once we kill BloSsOm, it's gonna be easy for us to take the rest of them down. And Alicia was able to avoid hitting that counter. I put my ES3 down for Torn. Torn is doing pretty well. He can sustain himself. I'm gonna bust the Poloman there. She knows it's already over, so she just stood still and died. So a lot of stuff going on when you are playing a healer. A lot of people think healing is not that hard to do, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a pretty interesting role. Like it's not that hard, honestly, but if you don't know how to play it, like it can like really affect your chances of winning and stuff. So as you guys can see here, we had a Grand Champion Torn. We had a placement Alicia. Alicia is probably gonna place in a champion or something. So I would just say like these guys are champion and stuff. We have a Diamond 1 Poloma here. Poloma is actually our champion. This here is my friend actually. Hold up, there's a question mark after. Alright, so I don't know this person. The Poloma I know doesn't have a question mark after her name, something like that. So we got WSD Beast. This guy is a BloSsOm main, by the way. He's in plat 1, so he's pretty much diamond here. I'm like the only plat 5 in here. So apart from this Alicia, I'm like the second lowest in rank to everybody here. But if you play like the way I just explained and the way like you guys see me play in the video, like most of your matches, you should be able to like compete on an even level, on an even footing with like the rest of the guys, despite your rank and stuff like that. So I think that wraps it up. If you guys want to rewatch the video, it's already here. So, and also if you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe. I'm building a Discord bot for Battle Right. We're gonna be having some esport in-houses and all that stuff. I'm building the queue system. It's gonna take a little bit of time because I got my own daily life stuff that I gotta do too. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say for today, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.